Hey bears, welcome to Tell Me Why, a brand new story game from Don't Nod, who brought us Vampire and Life is Strange 1 and 2. I liked those. If you did, then this is the video for you. If you want to watch the next part with me live, then come by next Thursday to twitch.tv/madmorph. Go follow me there anyway and come say hi in the live stream and enjoy this video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe and have a great day. Tell Me Why is a story game that takes your choices into account to shape your relationships with other characters. Choose wisely. Morph can't read today, so this is a good start. Delos Crossing, Alaska, March 1st, 2005. That's 15 years ago. Quick maths. Anyone been to Alaska?
Hey, kiddo. I need to ask you a few questions, okay?
Where's my lawyer?
Can you tell me what happened tonight?
That cookie, though.
I went to show her my haircut. She had a gun.
Take your time.
She freaked out.
It's okay.
No, it's not. It's not okay. My mom tried to kill me, so I stabbed her. I killed my mother.
Yo. Tell me why, oh, nothing but a heart. Shub, not the time, sorry. Chapter 1, Homecoming. That bear's got a big head.
I wonder if Tyler will even recognize me. Last picture I sent was from the bleaching my hair at home phase.
Hawkeye. You're welcome.
Michael and Tyler are so gonna hit it off. It's gonna be so crazy to see him after all these years.
Tough. I like to look at everything that I can in these games,
I
just
should
so we're
probably
on
get
the
rid of
same
this.
page.
I mean, I can stream it anytime I want. But it makes me happy just to look at the box.
I get that. I did recently go through a lot of my DVDs. I have like another half to go through and get rid of, but I definitely kept some cool ones. Keep the classic stuff that you actually want to have a physical thing of under the bed.
Hey! Oh, right. I stashed them down here.
Hey, right. There's the keys.
So that's where you've been hiding.
Cigar bar.
Allie, she's gonna be so awkward.
Oh, okay. Dear Tyler, I know what you're thinking. A letter? Why all weird and formal? What's wrong with email? Well, I figured, hey bro, I just wanted to give my twin a shout before reuniting after 10 years of swank juvie. More like letter territory. Whatever, you'll thank me when we're 90 and the machines have taken over and you still have something to read by candlelight. See? Always thinking ahead. Anyway, I can't believe you'll be out for real in a few weeks. Oh, we just got out of jail. What? Amazing. I'm definitely going to be awkward when I see you. Please try not to notice, okay? How's your last month going? Are you sad about leaving your mentees? I bet they're going to miss you. I got my tires replaced. I'm all good to pick you up. And you can save the snark when you see my ride. She's been through a lot, but we can't all be car guys. Anyway, the Vecchies let me take the day off so we can go straight to the old house and get it ready for sale and everything. I can't wait to never think about that place again. I can't wait to see you. I don't know if I made that clear. Love you, Allison. Nice letter.
Can't believe I'm about to leave this room for the last time. Okay, I'm pretty much done here. I just need to grab my goblin and I'm off.
Goblin? Who's the goblin? Where's the goblin? Can I click on those individually?
Wish I could have finished this before I left, but God, it was a slog. I know most of these by heart at this point. Hey, little guy.
Oh, it is a goblin. She had one as well.
Soon.
The drowning. Hey Aaron, you know I'm bad at this, but I just wanted to say you've been the best counselor and at-risk yet redeemable youth. Ha ha! Could want. Thanks for putting up with me and helping me in more ways than you know. I'll try to make it count outside fireweed. Survival is rebellion. Thanks, man. Tyler. Let's hit the road. Getting out. A bar. Give me what? What? Hey! Excuse me? Okay. Okay. I think we found the villain of the story.
Hi, Tyler.
Hi.
Unbelievable.
First time we see each other in 10 years, and it's hi, Tyler.
Oh, sorry,
It's fine, Allison. Hi is a good place to start.
God, it's good to see you.
What else are we supposed to say?
Tell me why.
Likewise.
Tell me why.
You have anything else you need to get?
Nope.
That's what
this
that
is
bear
it.
was saying
My
in
last
slow
10
motion.
years in a bag.
Then we should get going. We just have time to make the morning ferry. You look good in that.
Thanks. One of my mentees designed it.
It's really good.
Yeah, he's so incredibly talented. I got a couple of local coffee shops to hang his art.
Tyler Ronan, shaping the
Is a
leaders of
mentee like if you're a
Yep.
mentor?
We're
Someone's
screwed.
your mentee?
So, are you gonna miss anything about this place?
Thank you, Maury, for the biddies. What am I going to miss? I'm going to miss the people by the sounds of things.
Honestly, people. The other residents, my mentees, my counselor Aaron. It took me a while to fit in, but once I did, it felt like home. They made me feel safe. Safe enough to be me.
That's so great. I'm really happy for you.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably
We
something
planning to
there.
drive to
the
Delos
fact that she
Crossing or
hasn't
push?
visited, you know?
You are welcome to walk.
Nah, I'll take my chances.
Need one last look or anything?
Don't Nod loves their, like, family issues.
Let's go.
Like, a lot of Life is Strange was to do with parenting and fathers specifically.
No, really. I am 100% not creative enough to make that stuff up.
And then siblings in the
and
second
just
one.
last week, they had to turn the ferry around because a bear was on board.
No way.
Sorry, guys. It
Someone
was
heard
me.
a commotion in the back of a delivery truck, so they opened it up. And there was the bear.
I got hungry.
Fat and happy on a literal
Hey!
mountain of empty chip bags.
Don't call me fat.
You go where the food is.
Oh, I can relate to that.
So then what happened?
I'm not sure. I think they couldn't get him to leave, so they tranked him.
Oh, poor buddy. Shot in the ass just for getting the munchies.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, well, you know what they say.
That stuff
Safety
sent me to
first
the
in
moon.
Bear country.
Yeah, but prevention is best. Common sense goes a long way in keeping them from getting shot.
The bear is fine, Tyler.
For now.
For
You hear
now.
they've been talking about loosening up regulations on trophy hunting again? Higher bag limits, inhumane ground traps, even bringing back hibernation hunting. What kind of asshole gets off on killing a sleeping animal? I'm not against hunting,
This
but
is the better
predators
twin.
play a vital role in the health of our natural parks. What? Why are you smiling? I'm being serious.
Oh, I can tell, Ranger Tyler.
Not yet. But at least I got the school part out of the way.
I can't believe you got a bachelor's already. while I boast a half-completed
Standing up for the
certificate in
bears.
accounting from an online college that may have stolen my credit card number.
You'll figure out what you want. You have time.
How are you feeling?
Like I'm about to drive straight into a whiteout and my fog lights are dead.
I'm in control. Beautiful.
What about you? Allison?
Whoa. Zoned out there for a second. Sorry.
What's up?
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to wrap my head around the fact that you're right here, standing beside me, on our way to Delos.
You don't have to apologize. It's a lot.
Delos. Sounds like sort of a sci-fi company in space or something. Delos. Oh, hang on. I missed
Why did we
something, I
take the
think.
ferry
Oh my
instead
god, I
of the
was
coast
looking
road?
at...
Cause I didn't want to
Their
be stuck in the
faces,
car
damn
with
it.
you for an extra 2 hours.
Ha ha.
We have to take the ferry. It's the only way to reach Delos from Fireweed.
I see. Well, good. I don't think my stomach could have taken 2 more hours of how you handle curves.
I'm sorry, do you want to take over driving when we dock?
No.
You're gonna have to get back behind that wheel at some point, you know.
Look, I put a fireweed van nose first in a ditch.
Hey, at least you missed the porcupine.
But that view.
I'm guessing things haven't changed much.
You mean in Delos? Still the capital of East Jesus Nowhere. Can't wait to get out of here.
Left shift. Oh, hold left shift to reply. Interesting. Small town life.
Guess that normal life you wanted didn't live up to your expectations, huh?
I mean, having cable and full-time electricity was definitely a plus, but no one ever forgets anything in a small town. You get marked a weirdo and that's it. That's your life.
At least you had Michael.
Yeah. I don't think I'd have survived high school without him.
Bet you're gonna miss him when you move to Juneau. How's he doing?
Good. Good. But I haven't seen him much outside of work lately. He's been busy with his dance and helping his clan organize a potlatch.
It's a potlatch.
Is that smoke coming out of Stonehouse?
Guess someone finally bought that old shack.
That, or the ghosts are cozying up by the fire.
Think the new owners know it's totally haunted?
I'm sure Tina did her best to keep them from figuring it out.
Graphics are nice.
At least until the paperwork was signed. Ugh. That house always gave me the creeps. Those windows are like huge gawking eyes.
You think people talk about our house this way?
Probably.
I feel like the character models look really good. A ceremonial feast.
So, we're really going back there, huh?
To Stonehouse?
I meant, we're going home.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Think the house will sell?
No interested buyers yet. Turns out people don't line up to buy murder houses with no electricity.
Murder house.
At least it's got one hell of a view. Unlike Juneau.
If you knew
Hey,
a house you were
Juneau has
interested in
mountain
moving
views
into as a
aplenty.
murder house, would
just
it
also has
affect
people and fun.
your
You still thinking you might be my roomie?
consideration of it?
Thinking
And
about
also,
it.
thank you, Shiro Lily, for the 2
Hey.
months.
Can I ask you a question?
I don't know. You've been asking a lot of questions.
What? Sorry. Guess I was a little overexcited.
I'm just messing with you. Ask away.
I was told,
I'm a prankster.
I mean, after you, well, graduated, I guess, and became a mentor 3 years ago, you still basically spent all your time at Fireweed, right?
Pretty much. There were a few times I tried to go to these meetups for trans people in Juneau, but something always came up. I probably should have put myself out there more, but it was better to be around in case the residents needed me.
So you were free to come and go as you pleased.
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Oh, nothing. Just being an overly invested sister.
She's
Curious
thinking,
how
why
you
didn't he
spent your
come and
time.
see me, maybe? We were thinking it was one way, maybe it was the other. Thank you, Shiro, for the resub. I appreciate it. Also, I wanted to say, I feel like
Allison?
the bear, all the mentions of the bear, I feel like there's going to be a big bear. I feel like
Spit
there's
it out.
foreshadowing.
Okay, you
Definitely
need to
gonna be a
promise
bear at
not
some
to freak
point.
out.
What is it?
Oh my god, don't careful by the water. Might drop it.
It's a gift. From Eddie. I know he's not your favorite person, but
I'm sorry. When you said Eddie, I thought you meant Chief Brown, as in the police officer who arrested me.
come on, Ty, don't.
And your adopted father, the man who didn't let you visit me for 7 years.
Oh,
The
there it
Fire Aid
is.
administration backed him up, Tyler. They thought it was best for both of us.
Yeah, well, it wasn't.
It's a peace offering. And you're the two most important people in my life. Please. For me.
He can't buy my forgiveness with some cheap
It's going in the water.
trinket.
It's going in the water.
It's a gift, Tyler. You know what gift giving means in Tlingit culture. And what it means to refuse one.
Oh no. What do I do? What should we do? Should we take it or not? I feel like that's pretty heavy, not letting our sister see us for 7 years. Ah! What? Timer!
I know this is weird.
There was no
But
timer.
Uncle Eddie's my family.
I didn't click anything.
He put up with me at my absolute worst. And has always been consistent and kind.
Let me think, game. It's an important decision. Oh, okay. It was just like a little... Whoo! Okay. What are we doing? Eat it.
I can't accept this. I'm just not there yet.
Alright.
You gonna mope about that for the rest of the day, or what?
I mean, come on. I just like got out. I
hoped you
haven't
might make
seen
an
her in
effort,
forever.
that's all.
An effort?
The guy that arrested me and then
It's an
adopted my
effort not to
sister.
punch
No way.
something whenever you say his name.
Can't you just cut him a break? He was doing the best he could with a truly shitty situation.
Did you hear that?
Was it a whale?
Whoa! So, I'm a jerk.
You just always need to have the last word.
In other words, a jerk. I didn't need to dig in like that. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. I just hoped we could wrap everything up with a grand gesture and move on to our perfectly normal lives.
What? This isn't normal? Still your brother?
Pinky.
Still your sister.
Pinky Plummus.
Would it ruin the moment if I said I needed to call home?
Yes. Completely.
Sorry.
Go ahead and stop apologizing all the time.
Okay, sorry. Thanks.
Do you mind if I call back and just call the guy, you know, whose ring you just refused?
So
Would that
weird being back
ruin
on
this
phone.
moment? Are you going hunting, sir?
You planning to land a moose with that?
Good eye. On a draw on a bull tag up this way.
You got your license and tag on you?
Why, yes, officer. Everything's in order. You hunt?
I prefer fishing. Oh yeah, I can see the timer now. Wow, I totally missed that before.
I fish, mostly.
No shame in that. Anyway, you'll find there's lots of good fishing spots around here. If you know what to look for. Where you headed?
Delos Crossing?
Same here. You from around here?
None of your beeswax.
Just in town for a few days.
I see. Any relatives in the area?
Hey man, what's with all the questions?
Like I said, just passing through.
Well, however short it may be, sure you'll appreciate your time. It's a beautiful place.
Like she said, small town mentality.
Lots of good fishing spots around here. On this river, near the
Do you have
waves.
people in Delos?
My folks, a younger brother, and a lot of friends. Most people I know never moved on.
We're not going whaling.
I'm Alex, by the way. Alex Gershwin. No relation.
Huh?
To George Gershwin. Gershwin, the pianist. Folks are always asking if we're related, so I try to hit it off in the past.
Oh,
What'd you say your name was?
I didn't. Let's not give the second name. Although, we could see if they know, but I feel like small town, they're going to know us, aren't they? They're going to say something, but let's stoke it a little bit.
I didn't. I'm Tyler. Tyler Ronan.
Ronan.
Yeah, what?
Ronan as in the Ronans?
What are you going to say, old man?
Uh-huh.
So, you never knew those girls had a brother.
Wow.
We didn't. Nice talk.
Yeah. Enjoy your time in town, Tyler.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm going to snoop around your car a little more.
Alright, we're here. Shall we?
Let's go.
We
Back to the car,
shall. So, it's 10 years later and we didn't see each other for 7 years. So I wonder what happened in the interim, if that's what I'm picking up on. Yeah, because he said first time in 10. That's what I was trying to... Because then they said 7 years on that. But they like exploring issues, because Life is Strange 2, which we did not that long ago, was all about what had like the Mexican brothers, and it was the border stuff, and with them being homeless. I liked Life is Strange 2 quite a lot, looking back on it, actually. Some of the episodes and sort of especially the superhero beats that they had were like really cool. With the car, you know, lifting the car up and stuff. Could have done with more of that. But I also am a bit of a sucker for stuff with brothers.
Wow. It's basically exactly like I remember it. Only faded.
Like a Polaroid left on a windowsill.
From the outside, it almost looks charming.
Charm's not the problem. Structural integrity may be an issue.
You think there's a chance whoever buys it will just tear it down?
If someone buys it, they can do whatever they want with it.
You wouldn't care at all?
Would you?
Sure.
Wonder why it's taken till
Everywhere I
now
look,
for us
I see
to
a
sell
piece
it.
of one of our adventures.
Everywhere I look, I just see her.
Allison, we could go grab a bite. Start this tomorrow?
No. The only way to get this done is to do it.
Brothers I haven't done,
After
no.
you.
I still need to do it. when I'm ready for a good old cry. I forget about it. I don't think it's on my list, actually. I'm going to try and add it to my rainy day list later on. I'll try and remember. Because I miss doing some story games every so often. It's been a while since anything came out. So I was excited for this today.
Marianne always spoiled the birds.
She liked animals way more than people.
I can relate to that. Hey, you remember that?
Come on, Tyler. It's freezing out here.
You're right. Sorry. Let's head inside.
In the snow. Yeah, I think it's only like a 4-hour game, isn't it? So we need to do it at some point. Let's peek through the window first.
Did you smoke something before you left Fireweed? The door's right there.
All right. Bloody hell. Do you know what? 10 years wasn't long enough.
Locked.
Well, it's a good thing I remembered this.
You sure that's the right key?
Yes. Maybe someone changed the lock.
Oh, I guess he's gonna be
Who would change the lock on
going
us?
through the
I
window.
don't know. We're screwed.
You got a plan B?
Yeah, we find another way in. I never knew a locked door that could keep the crafty goblins out.
Yeah,
Goblin.
we had a million ways in and out of this old house. At least one of them's gotta work.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of unsaid tension with these two, you know? I think that's the old implication there, isn't it? With a lot of this
I could
constant
break a
picking
window.
from her.
You know civilized people don't do that, right?
Oh, so we're civilized now?
Well, maybe not. But we are trying to sell this place, and broken windows aren't exactly
Family issues.
crafty goblins. I haven't thought about them in forever. Or should I say, us.
We almost spent more time as goblins than we did as kids.
Oh, do you remember all the other characters? The Moon Hag, the Ice King, the Old Bear.
Excuse you?
Most of them, I think. But the details are fuzzy. Hey, do you know what happened to the book with all the stories?
No idea. But I'm sure it'll turn up when we clean this place out.
This game is attacking me.
I can't believe these are still here.
Yeah, we should hide them so they don't frighten away potential buyers.
Man, imagine how fresh that air is, just crisp in your lungs.
You really want to go out there?
What?
No, you're right.
I'm looking for a screwdriver.
Remember how whenever we lost our toys in the sand, we thought the Mad Hunter had stolen them?
We thought this sandbox would hide us from the Mad Hunter, remember?
That's right. The sand was, what, supposed to distort his piercing eye?
God, the Mad Hunter. That was some dark shit for two little kids.
Yeah, that's why we liked it.
Dark.
Hey, I think that's the same rake I cut my foot on.
Wait, your foot? Wasn't that me?
What? Oh, yeah. I think you're right.
Confused memories.
How many sandcastles did we build with this?
None that survived.
Aw, you're out of your element, little guy.
How do you know? Maybe he's a snowfish.
There it
Hey,
is.
I see a screwdriver.
Now all we need to do is get inside.
Wait, I'm feeling something strange.
Huh? Remember.
And don't leave this room until everything looks as clean as a whistle. Ugh. This is the millionth time I've gotten in trouble because of you. You and your big mouth. Hey, you were thinking the same thing. You just weren't brave enough to tell her. What good would it do? It's not like she ever listens to us anyway. Well, I'd rather scream it right in her stupid face than be a quiet little mouse. Oh, we forgot the key. We need to put it back. Maybe we could hide it somewhere. You know, for fun. Goblins are supposed to help the princess, not play mean tricks. Whatever, you're not fun. I'm only trying not to make her even worse.
Whoa. Did that just happen?
I don't know, but I saw it too.
It felt like it did when we used to share thoughts with our voice.
It did.
What?
But that was a memory of us 10 years ago, right? I vaguely remember it happening.
I think so. And, that's new, right?
Yeah. We could share thoughts and feelings, but we never replayed memories like that.
Why would it happen? And why that memory?
I don't know. It's pretty eerie.
It's weird, but our voice was always a good thing.
Twin powers.
This could be too.
I'm feeling something again. Near the barn.
Yeah, me too.
Focus.
Hurry! Let's go see the silent frog. Coming. I'm coming. What? Stop sulking. I told
They said they
you
were gonna
already,
hide the
I'm
key, didn't
sorry.
they?
No, you're not. Okay. Guess you don't want to see what I put in the treasure room then. What? No, I want to see.
Guess we know where to search now.
We just have to remember which one is the silent frog.
The one covering its mouth.
So, what?
Damn, where's the key?
Seriously?
Kidding.
Oh, come on.
Okay, sorry. Nice job keeping a secret, buddy.
I feel like we should be more shocked by what we just experienced. We seem very chill. Her especially. She was like, but that was just a memory. Doesn't sound like they had a very good
you sure you wanna
childhood
go in
anyway.
there?
This was our very first den, remember?
Who knows what lives down there now?
Spiders? There could be spiders under here.
Everything okay down there?
Playing a
Tyler?
prank. Playing a prank.
Oh, that's not funny!
Every time.
Then why am I laughing?
Okay, fine. But you're still an idiot.
Alright, I'm going in for real this time.
Okay. I'll see you at the front door in a few minutes.
Man, it's so creepy, houses that have this, like, underneath, right? No thanks.
Ouch!
Are you okay? What happened?
I just hit my head like an idiot. Wait. What? Where are you?
Ty,
Bumping your head.
I'm outside. But I can hear you in
Oh,
my
our
head.
voice is back.
Our voice. It's back.
Holy shit.
Dude, we're
Don't suppose
telepathic.
you remember how to get to the hatch.
I think so. We'll figure it out together.
Dragons, straight ahead.
Need to go left, I think.
Dragon. Here be dragons. Look at the goblins. So cute.
Then left again after the goblins.
We are the crafty goblins. Yes, we are.
A mouse.
Wow. Can't say I ever expected to see you again. It's been a long time, buddy.
So we have a moose, and we also said about that guy hunting a moose, didn't we? So obviously a moose has meant a lot to us before. Are you gonna leave him there? Rude. Take it with. Wait, didn't you say left at the goblins? Right, well, she was wrong then, wasn't she?
Nope, it was on the right.
My bad.
Goblin Den. Treasure room.
So we used to play under here.
Wait, that was our treasure? It's just trash.
We could make treasure out of anything. Our imaginations were that powerful.
Marianne grilled us about all these missing dishes, but a goblin never gives up their treasure. I found her old kite. I think its wings have been clipped, though.
Rest in peace, brave bird.
We were casting a thunder spell with a kite. That's cute.
Pink. It always had to be pink.
Dude, it's actually pretty, like, chilly today. I've got shorts on and my legs are cold. Temperature
Past the
is
treasure.
finally
Straight ahead.
broken
You
with
know,
the storms.
I almost convinced myself our voice was just another childhood fantasy.
Me too. But we really are connected.
Connection. Beware the Mad Hunter.
The Mad Hunter. Why am I still afraid to say his name?
He was Marianne's creation. She made all the creepy characters.
Yeah, so she made, like, creepy, crazy stuff to, like, control us. Send it on over. You guys, was anyone near those storms? I know there's, like, a big storm coming in America, right? Everyone's out of the way a bit. Can we... Oh, there we go. Janky responses. I feel like with the don't nod stuff, always on release day there is some dialogue jank, and then they usually have like a big patch a week later that fixes some of it. But I don't like to wait to play them because it was the same with the Life is Strange episodes. The old house. Also, I'm really glad that these are coming out once a week for the next 3 weeks rather than every 2 months.
Are you in there?
That should kind of be how episodic stuff is done. Because I would always forget what's gone on
Tyler!
by the time the next thing comes out.
Coming!
Are you okay?
I'll live. Good to hear your voice again.
Yeah. Same here.
So, coming in or what?
Just working up to it.
Over the threshold.
Well, we're here.
Here we are.
What are we gonna do with all her jewelry?
Well, I'm certainly not gonna wear it.
Donation pile it is, then. Wow. I forgot all about her weird concoctions.
And how she was always testing them on us. Lab rats.
Interesting. Experiments, you say?
There were so many times I looked in this mirror hoping somehow it'd show me something different. Handmade soap. Still here after 10 years. Impressive.
You could say that about the entire house.
String, glue, duct tape. The holy trinity of house repair.
Marianne loved having something to fix.
Yeah, well, she could have tried a little harder to fix her own head.
Can you picture Marianne talking to a shrink?
No. And speaking of,
Therapy's expensive, and I'm fine.
Is this old homework? Hey Mum, we're sorry the vase got broke. We didn't know you love it so much. We need to be careful and not act up in the window room. Next time we will try and use good judgment. Please forgive us for doing bad things. I'm sorry too, we should be more careful. I'm very sad we made you cry so much. We should play outside instead. I can't read this handwriting. I will tell Ollie not to be wild all the time. We aren't gonna do it anymore. We're sorry.
I'm sure it's still there. I should check our bedroom upstairs.
I don't know. Again, if people know, don't say. But I don't know if they would do this if it would diminish the rest of the story and the stuff that's going on. But what if this was like a Fight Club situation?
A letter we wrote her.
And that was the same
to apologize for breaking
kid that wrote it in
remember?
2 things.
Or your kids into good behavior.
I don't think it's what's going to happen. But it could totally be a little something.
I don't remember these.
It's probably one of Marianne's unfinished masterpieces.
There's 2 of them. Maybe they were us. In some weird way that only made sense to Marianne. She took so many pictures.
Yeah. Like she had to document
I was
every
about to
second of our
say
lives.
that.
You can keep some of them. If you want.
Documenting
No,
our
thanks.
lives?
I mean, I like the photos of us, but I don't think I can forget that she was the one aiming the camera.
Buyer. Look, there's a buyer. So, doing experiments on us, documenting our lives.
Mom? About me joining the hockey team? Mom!
Sorry, what? Not now. Maybe next year.
But you promised!
Keep whining, and my next year will become never.
Can you cut my hair?
Your hair is fine.
But I want to cut it short. Really short.
What? Look, I'm tired, and I'm busy. Let's talk about this later.
You always say that.
Marianne said no to everything. Made me so pissed.
She was always on edge those last few months.
Yeah, and completely deaf to everything I was telling her I needed.
She pretty much always said no to me, too.
True, but it felt personal with me.
Very Christmassy wallpaper. A little den. It's down there.
If you don't come up soon, I'm gonna take whatever I want from our bedroom.
No way! Wait for me!
No, this feels like home.
I've been sat here for 10 years. Monty the monkey on the bed. You left me here.
Tyler, do you copy? If we don't move fast, this whole thing is going to melt. Do you copy?
We're basically walkie-talkies on legs, you know.
Yeah, well, how do you play Ice Road Trucker Assassins without a walkie-talkie, right? Yeesh, Mr. Serious all of a sudden.
Hello, Allison and Ollie. We're writing from the past. What's it like in the future? Anyway, Juno is super cool. We took the tramway all the way up. Ollie was scared. Liar! We got some books, but Mummy went to the restaurant at night and forgot them. It was cool. There were a lot of whales on the ferry. No, there wasn't. They were in the water. Stupid. Anyway, here's a postcard to remind you how awesome we are, especially me.
Hey, you. I just found your twin under the house.
Oh, they had one
Seen
each.
Better days.
Yeah.
Oh, this one wasn't mine.
Cute.
Look what I found.
What?
Only our greatest creation, the Book of Goblins.
Seriously? It was in that chest the whole time?
All these stories.
I had ideas for so many more.
Marianne wrote a lot of them.
Yeah. It's one of the only times I remember her being at peace.
The Book of Goblins. Oh my god, is this just like stories? The frog earns the right to speak. Well, actually, maybe if it's all stories, let's pick one. The Bear and the Princess. Hell yeah. Once upon a time, in the ancient and deep forest, the old bear stood on the bank of the river, swiping at salmon on their way to the spawning grounds. Just as he'd got his paw on a particularly fat one, he heard a woman shouting for help. He considered simply eating his salmon, but then she screamed again, and he lumbered over to investigate. After a short walk, he found the princess clinging to the top of the tree, while a wolf snarled and snapped at the base of the tree. Crane. Old Bear would normally not get in the middle of such a situation after all. As a fellow predator, he understood the wolf's need to hunt. But when he saw the princess, he was struck by her beauty, and he knew he had to help. With a great roar, the bear heaved onto his hind legs, rising to his full height. The wolf snapped and snarled in his direction, but the bear roared again, and the wolf took off into the tree's tail between his legs. The old bear fell back down onto all fours and stared up at the princess. She regarded him fearfully. "You can come down," he said.
"Oh, how do I know you didn't save me just so you could eat me yourself?"
asked the princess. "I suppose that is a fair question," admitted the old bear, "but I promise I won't eat you." The princess had no reason to trust the old bear except that he had kind eyes, and so she slowly made her way down the tree. When she reached the ground, the bear only watched her, and so she supposed she was not going to be eaten today.
"Thank you,"
she told the old bear. "Of course," he said. "Can I walk you back to your home?"
"Of course,"
said the princess, and so the princess and the old bear walked together through the forest back to the big wooden house. After that day, the princess would occasionally find gifts from the bear, a fresh-caught salmon, a handful of ripe berries, a newly bloomed bluebell. One spring, when a sudden thaw flooded the path out of the princess's home, the old bear was there, and she rode his back across the river. The old bear began to think that the princess should be his mate, after all. She had no mate, and she needed one, and he could keep her warm and provide her a much more suitable den, and catch fish for her and protect her from wolves. She, in turn, would brush his fur and pick berries without smushing half of them, and scratch that one part of his back that he couldn't reach. And with how she took care of the goblins, she would be an excellent mother to the cubs. One day the old bear came with a ring of spruce and asked the princess to be his bride.
"Oh, I'm sorry," said the princess. "You are a very good friend, and I appreciate all you've done for me, but I cannot marry you," friend-zoned. "You're a bear, and I'm a princess. It would never work."
The old bear was crushed. "Can we still be friends?" "Oof," he asked.
"We will always be friends," said the princess, "but I will never marry you."
The old bear and the princess carried on their friendship, and after 1 year he tried again to ask her to be his bride. Mug. But once again she refused him. This happened 1 year later, and 1 year after that. "Oh no, what are you doing, son?" And the princess finally said,
"Old bear, you are my dear friend, and I appreciate all you have done for me, but I would sooner you have left me to the wolves than marry you." Ow! "And that is how it will always be." "What?" "I have my hands full with the 2 goblins who live under my house, and they are all that I need."
It wounded the old bear deeply, and it was finally enough to stop his proposals. They remained friends, and he continued to give her gifts of fresh salmon and ripe berries, and newly bloomed bluebells. But the old bear never again asked the princess to be his bride, much as he might have wanted to. And that is how the princess befriended the old bear, and how she refused him. Wow. Hardcore friend zoning, and then just continuing to go back and ask over and over again. Wow. Simp. Oh dear. That was cool. I'm sort of thinking it's
where is it?
It's gonna be
looking for something in particular?
My diary.
You never told me about it.
Yeah. With the way Marianne was, I tried extra hard to keep it a secret. Marianne. Yeah, that day she found out about it.
Oh, now we're remembering. I was going to say, yes, exactly. That's what I was going to say. I think the stories are going to relate to things. So obviously that was like, you know, the goblins under my thing. That was Marianne. And then I agree. I think the old bear would be like the cop who liked her and wanted to help, but she refused him for some reason. I think the old bear is going to be who adopted Allison.
Mom?
I want to read the rest of this.
Mom, where is it? What did you do with it?
What now?
I can't find my diary. I know you stole it. Give it back.
Sweetie, whatever I do, it's just for your benefit.
You read it, didn't you? You had no right to do that.
I have the right to do whatever I need to protect my little girl.
I'm not your girl. I hate you.
You will always be my little girl. And no matter how hard you fight me, I'll fight twice as hard to keep you safe.
I don't know how I never saw it coming. She told me right to my face. She was willing to hurt me, to keep me from transitioning.
Tyler, there is no way you could have known she'd go that far.
I want my diary back. Her room was the only place I didn't look.
Okay, but do you need to get it, like, now?
That diary was important to me,
Kick
Allison.
the door in.
Writing down my thoughts helped me realize who I am.
Well, then let's go find it.
You think her room is still locked?
It always was. I'm not looking forward to
I'm
going
not
in
done
there.
looking in here
I
yet.
know.
There's more to snoop
But we'll
on.
have to eventually, and I need it back.
Ah! Can you stop pushing me around, please?
You know, if there's one thing you gotta give Marianne, it's that she let us explore our artistic side.
You should have seen Eddie's face when I tried to repaint his car.
Yeah, I bet Uncle Eddie didn't appreciate your artistic touch.
I'd rather you called him Chief Brown if you're gonna be an ass about it.
Yeah, keep bringing Eddie up, Allison. Gee whiz. Did I not make it clear? Ha! Is there another bear? The bear's big paws. Let's go down the bear rabbit hole. I want to see if we can pick up on some stuff here. Bang, bang.
Read to us, Papa.
Papa. I like how Brian says Papa. Thank you, Pythonesque, for the 100 biddies. The bear's big paws. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, the old bear was looking for a snack when he spied a bee's nest in a hole high up a tree. The tree was dry and brittle, but the old bear was hungry, and so he made his way to the nest. But when he got there, he found his giant paw couldn't fit into the hole. Idiot. Determined, he tried to force it inside, but the effort caused the branch below to snap. The old bear tumbled to the ground and landed with a painful oomph. He lay there, stunned from the fall, when all of a sudden something bit him. The bite was followed by another, and another, and another. Carpenter ants were swarming up his legs. They had been nesting in the branch, and they did not appreciate being forced from their home. The old bear howled and jumped to his feet to dance around as he swatted and snapped, but his big paws couldn't do much about tiny ants. Swish a minute. When he finally managed to squish or scare them all off, the old bear heard someone laughing. The crafty goblins had seen the whole thing. Clumsy old bear, they teased. Those big old paws aren't good at anything, are they? And they sped off, leaving old bear's pride hurting just as bad as his body. He lumbered through the forest, hungry and sad. Maybe I am just a clumsy old bear, he moaned, and my big old paws aren't good at anything. At that moment, the old bear heard a sad, sad noise. What's that, he wondered, and he followed the sound to where a mountain goat stood atop a boulder, high up a hillside. Old bear, she cried. Old bear, please help, my kid is stuck. Sure enough, a tiny mountain goat. I have to say, like, my consideration of what a sad noise would be did kind of sound like a goat. A tiny mountain goat was trapped inside the stones, bleating sadly. I can be a mountain goat. You're the goblins. I can be both. I'm a goblin goat. The old bear began to walk towards them and then stopped. I'm probably just going to make it worse, he thought. But the goat kid started to bleat even louder, and the old bear put away his fear. He climbed up to where the goat was trapped, careful of where he stepped and trying not to think of how he had only just fallen out of a tree. Some of this is like printed over, isn't it? Like they changed it. See how this is like, looks like it's taped over the original story? Every now and then the ground would slide away from under his feet, but he kept going, and when he reached the goat kid, he put his mighty paws against one of the boulders and began to push. At first it didn't budge, but he dug in and he pushed even harder. Finally the boulders parted just wide enough to let the kid scramble to safety. The old bear released the boulder and let out a roar of triumph. Roar. Thanks, gushed the mama goat. Thanks. And she and her kid bounced up the mountain. The old bear watched them go with a smile and then made his way back down the hillside, wiggling his rump in triumph as he went, booty. To his surprise, the crafty goblins waited at the bottom of the hill. We saw the whole thing. We was wrong. You was not clumsy, old bear. Paws is good for helping. The old bear forgave the goblins for doubting him because he had doubted himself just as much. Feels. He never again thought his paws weren't good at anything, even though sometimes they weren't always great at everything. And that was how the old bear proved that his heart was bigger than his paws. These are written so cute. These are so sweet. Beautiful. Bum, bum, bum. The big frog. There's some other characters in here, isn't there? Memories.
The Ice King finally caught the hag. His furious voice could be heard throughout. For your wickedness, you will be eternally bound to the lake. What? No way. Quiet, let me finish. You will no longer be allowed to leave. Not even under a full moon. The moon hag was imprisoned in the lake, and she never again tried to escape. And then the title. What do you think? Not bad, right? I guess that's okay. But I would have changed the end. What? No way!
The Ice King. I totally forgot about him.
That's because it was dangerous to mention his name. He was too powerful.
Voldemort. Another big old bear down here.
Where'd you come from?
A Tale of Two Swords. It's like the reading streams are back. The only thing that would make this better would be if they had some nice music in the background, because it like makes me want to put something on, but also I don't want to get the VOD muted or something. But a little bit of background reading music would be perfect. Let's get our diary.
Hold up.
What?
Remember this?
Unfortunately.
You must solve my riddle to earn the right to enter the princess's sanctum.
Nothing a good hard shove won't take care of.
I mean, yes, we could brute force it, but it might be kind of fun to finally solve it, right?
Ooh, a puzzle.
We have different definitions of the word fun.
Okay, well, if we break it, we're just gonna have to fix it for the sale. So let's at least try not to. You have the Book of Goblins?
Yep.
Oh.
Hand it over.
Do we have to reference the stories?
What are you looking for?
The image on the door. It's making me think of a story from the book. One that Marianne wrote.
You have a way better memory than me.
Well, the Book of Goblins was my creation.
And you'll never let anyone forget it.
Here it is. The one about the princess's party.
Well, don't spoil it. We haven't read that one yet.
Give it a read. I think the symbols may represent something in the story.
Okay.
First ghost memories, now storybook puzzles. What a weird day.
What a weird childhood.
Touché.
I guess it's another story time. The party. Princess party. Princess party. There it is. Once upon a time in a deep and ancient forest, the princess was melancholy because it was the 1-year anniversary of when she had run away from home. Sensing her sadness, her forest friends showed up at her door, and of course pay attention because there will be a test afterwards. They were headed by the pelican, pious and attentive, and organized by the moose, stalwart and far-sighted. The old bear was there with his claws so sharp, as well as the big frog prattling away. Even the haughty muskrat, who almost never had time for anyone, had come. The bear invited her to ride on his back, promising no wolf would harry her path, and the animals led her to a fairy glen, where a fabulous party had been prepared. Simp. There was a buffet of seafood that the pelican had served from her never-emptying beak. The air was filled with winking fairy lights that the moose had arranged after clouds filled the sky, and the gregarious frog mixed up fizzing drinks. Only the muskrat had done nothing in particular, mooching off of everyone else's hard work. Tag yourself, I'm the old bear. The princess had a very good time at her party. Such a good time that she forgot to say thank you to any of her friends. Rude. Noticing this, the fairies devised a bit of mischief. When the princess went to open her gifts, she found 3 identical boxes at the edge of the glen. Puzzled, she turned back and gasped the entire party had vanished.
Because you have taken your friends for granted,
called the naughty fairies.
We have hidden them from you, but we like games. Guess who has given you each of these presents, and you will get your friends back. Just the same, because that should have rhymed, so we put a little bit of extra spice on that.
The princess opened the first box. Inside there was a torch, which when lit revealed the truth.
Said the princess. Someone wants to make sure I don't get lost in the woods when it's dark, and that I always see right from wrong. Which of my friends would give me a gift like that?
She opened the second box. Inside was a magic sword, which would leap right out of the bearer's hands to defend them.
Said the princess. Someone wants to make sure I am protected if I'm ever under threat. Which of my friends would give me a gift like that?
She opened the third box, and inside was a bag of coins that always provided money if it was for something the bearer truly needed.
Said the princess. Someone wants to make sure I have money to buy food when I'm hungry and clothes when I'm cold. Which of my friends will give me a gift like that?
The princess thought about her friends, and she smiled.
Fairies, she said. I may have been thoughtless, but I appreciate all that my friends have given to me, and all they have done for me.
She gave her answers, and the vexed fairies were forced to restore the party. A flash of colourful light, one by one. She gave all the animals a hug and thanked them for the presents, the party, and all they had done to help since she moved into the forest. And that is how the princess celebrated her first anniversary in the woods. So what do we think? First present is... don't get lost, a torch. Wait, how do I go back? No, go back to the other screen. Back. There we go. Our choices being the bear, the pelican serving food from a never-emptying beak, the moose that arranged the fairy lights, the gregarious frog mixing up drinks. What do we think? Sword bear, I agree. I think the sword, the second one, under threat, because he's all about, like, you know, ride the back, avoid the wolves. Maybe the pelican for the coins, because never emptying, sort of like rich, isn't it? And then truth. The moose, do you think? Pelican for coins, and then the last one would either be the frog or the moose. The moose is stalwart and farsighted. Isn't stalwart? Isn't that like... That means like, isn't that to do with like morals and stuff? Isn't it? I think. Steady, yeah, like steadfast. So we go... We have a correlation to the gifts, or is it just in order, maybe? So the first one, let's go with moose. Bear. And we said pelican, didn't we? Also, like, there's not that many options here. How did they, like, never work this out as kids? They could have just tried them all. Oh.
Perfect.
Give yourselves a round of applause, guys.
And boom, we're in.
Building up to something with the sister. She doesn't seem right with being here. She seems way less right about
After
everything.
so many years, I expected this to feel more You know, like a win.
Speak for yourself. I'm the one who solved the riddle.
Why do I feel like you're not gonna let me forget that? Where do you think we should start looking?
I don't know. Where in this mess would she stash someone else's personal thoughts?
Turn this place upside down. Also, like, are we not going to question how that is even a thing, that lock?
So she was standing here, spying through the window, drawing us while we played.
She always had her eye on us.
My entire body just shivered.
Always watching.
I just can't get through. Whatever's going on, they won't let me in. They used to tell me everything, but they shut me out, Tessa. They've shut me out. I've had so much on my plate lately, and they're convinced I'm the enemy, and I don't know why. I need them. I need my goblins.
I remember now. We heard her crying. We listened through the door.
Seeing her like this, as if she's still here,
It really sucks.
she was really coming apart those last few months, wasn't she?
I tried to read this one. I can never figure out the order of the chapters, though.
Didn't the author go insane or something?
Timeless sea.
No wonder Marianne liked it.
Straight in the trash?
No, I bet we could sell it on the internet.
True. Maybe we could sell it to the guy who collects John Wayne Gacy's clown paintings.
It's a cute picture, to be honest.
It's here. I knew it.
Oh.
I fucking knew it.
All right.
Do you think she read it?
Of course. She was nosy as hell.
I'd read a diary, to be honest. We love reading a diary in a game, don't we? Having a good old snoop. Ah, imagine if your villagers had diaries that they kept in Animal Crossing and you could snoop and read them. Is that book then an indication that maybe she was trying?
Tyler,
What?
look.
What? Where did you find that?
It was on her desk with her papers.
Seriously? Are you fucking kidding me?
Look, we gotta be really careful not to overthink this.
But it doesn't make any sense. She was mad, right? She was mad I cut my hair. She attacked me because I cut my hair.
She was mad and she attacked you. We both saw it.
Then what is this shit?
I don't know. I don't know. Tyler, come here.
She can't do this to me. Not now. When I've finally made sense of a few things.
Yeah, it kind of sucks to have accepted it one way and then have that.
Well, that was your first mistake. Thinking the world made any kind of sense.
Mm-hmm.
10 years in the grave, and she's still finding new ways to piss us off.
Yeah. I think I need some air.
What was the other thing though? Like a leaflet for a sort of religious camp or something that she was like thinking of sending us to? Is that right? I'm assuming it's something like that. Like those two things, the two sides of her, the fence that she was on for like what way she was leaning, I guess. I don't know.
Are you really, really sure? I am. Do it. Okay. Here we go.
Flashbacks. I kind of hope that we have little sections of us running about as kids, although I think a lot of it's going to be flashbacks and using our twin powers.
Is it all gone? Yeah.
But it would actually be cute to run around all small.
It looks amazing. Really?
Does it? Does it?
I can't wait to show Mom. She's been so sad lately. More than sad. She's been scary. Yeah, but not tonight, though. It was almost like a party. Thank you, Allison.
I'm still sat here. I've
You don't
been
have to
sat
thank
here
me.
for so long.
You're my sister.
Same position.
I feel more like your brother. Brother, sister, we look out for each other.
Cute.
But I'm pretty sure I just gave you a really bad haircut.
Yep.
Mom?
Oh my god, it's a flashback to the night. Oh, yo. This is gonna be heavy. What's going on out here?
Mom?
Oh no. No, 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 no. This is wrong. This is all wrong. Wait! Stop!
Is it going to end there? Something more going on. That was intense. Now I'm like double glad that we get a
Glad
new
we found your
episode next
diary.
week, because I would not want to wait 2 months.
Me too.
I guess she was trying to figure out where you were at.
Yeah, well, she should have asked. I wasn't some goddamn research project. I was her child.
I will say, this one has grabbed me so much faster than Life is Strange 2 did.
About the book.
Raising your transgender child? Do you even know how rare these books were in 2005? Was she trying to figure out how to support me?
Maybe.
Which, she wasn't trying. She never...
It doesn't make sense. I know. You cutting your hair was what set her off, right?
Allison, she read my diary. She already knew. It wasn't my hair. And if we were wrong about that... Fuck.
It
You
seemed
think
like
she read
something
it.
else had already
It's possible
upset
she
her
never
before
even
that night.
opened the diary, and that things are exactly like we always thought they were.
But if she did, and they aren't...
God, Tyler. Sure. I mean, we could have been wrong. But what good does it do to ask the question now?
You mean other than not having to live with the thought that my mom tried to kill me for being me?
Tyler, I know you want there to be something to find. Something that'll make it all make sense. But she was unhinged.
So that's it then. She was crazy. Nothing else to say.
I think we'd be better off if we tried to move on.
Why don't we talk to a few people who knew her? See if that book makes any sense to them.
People don't want to talk about Marianne. They pretend like that night never happened.
What about Tessa? She was Marianne's closest friend. Let's ask her about it.
Sure.
What do you think? She
I'll
could
warn
be
you,
the pelican?
She's particularly touchy about this subject.
Well, maybe she'll talk to me. I was always her
I
favorite.
love this. We're going to be
Operative
talking to
word.
people about it, and it's going to be the characters, isn't it, from the
We need to go
stories?
by the store anyway, to get a few things for the repairs.
Great.
Like we'll be
2
able to
seagulls,
place.
1 stale hunk of bread.
I'm not sure I like that analogy.
Listen, I know you don't want to keep talking about this.
But you're obviously not going to be satisfied until we do.
Am I the only one
So
who
let's
would
talk.
love it to be so fantastical that when you go and talk to them, they're actually in animal form? Like, that would be incredible. What are we saying here? We have a plan?
So,
Like
we have
an
a plan?
old bear sitting there and you're having a
We
conversation
ask
with
around
them?
about Marianne, but we also stick to our repair schedule.
Sounds good to me.
That's how it would so be in like the movie
Ollie's
version.
Diary. It's been a long time since I heard that name.
Was I the only one who ever called you that?
Actually, no. I used it at Fireweed for a while, until I settled on Tyler.
I was
Most
gonna-
people were pretty chill about the switch. Not everyone, though.
What do you mean?
I had a mentee who refused to call me Tyler. He didn't want my help. He didn't want anyone's help.
I'm sorry.
I was
I
gonna,
like the
oh
name
my
Tyler,
god,
by the way.
Thanks.
can I speak? I was gonna say, the mentions of the name Ollie and stuff around, I was thinking it was probably their name before they settled on another one, and that's like what they had their sister call them and stuff. I can't read this writing. Mum and Allison argued again. At least I'm not the only one Mum's screaming at now. Mum almost seemed jealous that we didn't tell her what we were planning to do in the forest. Allie thinks we should tell her about the voice. I think she knows already. Mum seemed really upset when I asked to join the hockey team. Like it's wrong for me to play a boys' sport. I'm gonna keep asking. I'll truly try again next week. She said no again. I'm so mad. Why does she always say no? Why doesn't she ever let me do what I want? Allison and I started writing a story. Well, Allison did. She didn't like it when I tried to change anything. Why can't one of the goblins be a boy goblin? Goblin picture. Yeah, it would be so great if that's how it is. I really hope it is like that and not people now, but I think it'll be people. I saw Star Wars yesterday at Bobby's place. Luke was so great. But Mum found out we watched it and got mad. She said it gloried wars. Yum, yum. What? Oh, that's some sound effects. Would Mum be happier if I could do what she wanted me to? When she looks at me, she just doesn't see me. I wish I could show her. I wish I could make her understand. I think she doesn't want to. Allison told me again it was my fault that Mum got angry at us. Such a suck up! Mum's barely said anything to us in a few days. Allie said she saw her throwing away pages from the Book of Goblins. Yeah, I feel like Allison is covering something up. She's hiding something. She doesn't want us to dig around. And she wants us to just accept that it was our fault, that it was our haircut that sent Mum off. But I don't think it is. Do this, do that. I'm sick of her voice. I'm sick of that dumb name too. I'm Ollie the Goblin. Is that it? That's it, I think. The view is beautiful.
I think I'd like to end up somewhere like this, just not here.
Somewhere with more trees than people?
Exactly.
Just go into it with a little more of a plan than Marianne did.
I think Marianne had a plan at some point. She had all that survivalist gear, mostly working generator.
I think she was making it up as she went along.
Maybe. But maybe that's just how she was at the end. After she lost it.
Yeah, if Allison was a TikTok sound, it would be, don't be suspicious.
Nice ring. Gift from your boyfriend?
Come on. I told you I'm not with anyone right now. Don't rub it in.
Why does it look familiar?
It was a gift from Eddie. He had them both made at the same time.
Both? Oh, wait.
Yeah. This ring is supposed to be linked to the one Eddie had made for you. You know, twins rings, something like that.
Eddie.
That's a little weird, but also kind of cool.
I've still got it, right here in my pocket.
Nice try, but
I think
not
Eddie
today.
is for sure the bear.
Maybe another time, though.
That's my guess.
All right. I think that's enough time enjoying the view.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Yeah, I know. I was the one all eager to go, and then I started waxing poetic about the landscape.
go ahead. I'll catch up. Need to respond to a message.
My sister, the social butterfly.
What message are you responding to? I don't trust you. Maybe now it'll change and we'll be her.
Seems we got a trespasser.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Mad old hunter.
You got 5 seconds to talk me into defending my property.
Your property?
5, 4.
I'm Tyler.
Don't know any Tylers. 3, 2.
Sam!
Ellie? What are you doing out here, girl?
This is our house.
You wait until he
Was
gets
I
to
talking
one.
to you?
Sam, put the gun down. This is Tyler. My brother.
Well, your brother? Oh, shit. Huh. I guess I heard about all that, but I never... Damn, you look like a real man.
So do you, Sam.
Boom.
You know what I mean. I just didn't know they could make a woman look so much like a man.
Not a woman who looks like a man, Sam. A man. A real man, just like you.
Oh, shit.
Simple Sam.
Guess I'm the asshole again. You gotta excuse us old guys.
I really don't.
Come on. You kids keep changing the rules. You can't expect us to keep up.
Okay,
Just respect
boomer.
the people are who they say they are. It's not hard.
No, it ain't hard, but it just takes some getting used to.
We'll get used to it, because we aren't going anywhere. So, what are you doing here exactly?
Oh, he could be the muskrat.
well,
Oh, maybe,
yeah.
yeah.
I've been kind of keeping an eye on this place for you, you know? It's like patching the roof, checking the pipes.
Living here for
and all that stuff.
nothing.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, yeah, it's, that's no big deal. I just, you know, your mama, she was,
Is that plane
a
sound
special
in
lady.
game? So
She deserved
distracting.
much better than, you know, what you got.
Didn't you used to help Mary Ann with repairs and building projects?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, seeing as your mama never had a man around, I just took it on myself to help her keep this place standing.
How antiquated of you.
Thanks. I guess you two are still aiming to sell the place?
Is he the
That's the
bear? Oh
plan.
no, don't let this be
Which,
the bear.
By the
please.
way, we need your keys.
Since apparently you went and changed the locks?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, selling your mother's house? Are you sure? Bad or good? It's all you've got left of her.
He's got the beard as well. It could be, couldn't it? The fact that he's like still taking care of this place, even though she's like long gone, it's 10 years later. Simp!
Funny. Don't remember asking for your opinion on the subject.
Tyler!
What?
What Tyler means is, a fresh start is what we both need.
Of course. This place has got to be full of all kinds of bad memories. But maybe some good ones, too?
So I can ask, or I can go in our head as well.
Allie, can you hear me?
Ty, we can't do this when we're in the middle of talking to someone.
But this is pointless. He's hammered.
He's always hammered. And who knows? Maybe it'll make him chatty. Now come on. People think our family is weird enough.
Everything okay with you two?
Yes.
No.
Oh, all right.
I want to ask some questions. Okay. Do you know what else I'll say? The graphics on this game are way better than they were in the last Life is Strange as well. Like, noticeably better. The models and everything are really, really good. The animations are good. Like, Life is Strange 2 had some really rough animations. And I feel like this has been pretty good.
Did you help with her door?
Her door?
The puzzle on her bedroom door.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you two kept sneaking in, giving her no privacy, huh? You ever solve it?
Yep. Better late than never, I guess.
Never solved it myself. I mean, not that I wanted to. So, guess you know all your mama's secrets now, huh?
Well, she may have one or two left.
How well did you know her?
Not as well as I thought.
Yeah.
When I heard what happened that night, well, I figured people were bullshitting me.
It really surprised you, didn't it?
Much as anything ever has. Other folks say they saw it coming. Not me.
Blinded by my simpness. Damn these big old paws of mine. They ain't never good for nothing.
We should get going.
That's all you think we'll get out of him?
We just asked him didn't we ask him like everything we had? Let's see, I want to make sure we've asked him everything.
I guess I could ask him a few more questions.
Thought it was
Okay.
only those two. Yeah, we did this.
We should get going.
That's all you think we'll get out of him?
Just one last question. Are you now or have you ever been a simp?
He's too wasted to be of any more help.
He doesn't even seem that drunk, to be honest.
Well, we've got a supply run to make, and Uncle Eddie's expecting a visit. So,
Right. Yeah, of course. Get going, you two.
You guys all totally picked up on the fact that it was clear
Sam?
somebody had been
we all gotta get going.
taking care of this place.
Of course. Of course, yeah, I got lots to do myself. Lots of to-dos on old Sam's
But
list.
I don't think the characters noticed, did they?
And you don't want to keep Brown waiting, you know?
Thanks for looking out for this place.
Yeah, the fishing hat too. It's not a salmon,
Happy
it's
to
a
do
carp,
it.
but maybe a little bit of a reference.
Don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything. Anything at all. You hear?
Still. Hey, can
Sam?
you leave, dude? Stop staring at the picture of my mum.
Sam?
Huh.
The keys?
Oh, yeah. Of course. Of course. Yeah, they're yours.
Inside Sam's head.
This place, it meant a lot to your mother. It almost felt like it was a part of her. And it's like some part of her is alive here still.
Hopefully the house doesn't turn out to be a murderous psycho that tries to kill us in our sleep, huh?
Well, this is great banter.
Yeah. Well, take care of yourself. Both of you.
Hey, so we really do have a lot to do.
Okay, go on. I'll be right behind you.
I feel like we're coming towards the end of the ep. It's been a great ep, though. I'm glad it wasn't too short. Oh, look, there's a bear designs on the sofa, look. With a heart on its chest. A very Alaskan thing. Yeah, bear couch. I love when we spot these things at the same time. Could that be it? Could that be the end? I feel like there needs to be a story beat. It's going to be a little dunk dunk, you know? I feel like maybe we're going to go speak to this woman, and then that'll be, she'll drop something. She'll drop some bombshell. Then it'll be, bow, next time, next week. Small town living.
Ready to Veni Vidi Vecchi?
You what?
I'm ready to talk to Tessa.
You what, mate?
Just try to keep in mind that your memory of her is 10 years out of date.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be if she reached out to me while I was in Fireweed, which she didn't. So I'm guessing this is Michael.
Oh, now we've switched characters. Michael. Isn't that my boyfriend? Yeah, I'm super curious. Like, it's asking a lot of questions. It's raising questions, mysteries that I'm very interested to keep going with and find out the answers to. I hope they don't hold back too much on being, like, fantastical and supernatural with it, because, you know, it feels like definitely the main crux, the issue, the story is, like, exploring, like, mental health, like, the main issue, like, with the mother, right? But I would love them to weave some sort of mystery and even some paranormal stuff into it. Would be really interesting. I don't know if they'll go down that route, but it would be cool if they did.
Hey, you.
Hey, isn't it your day off?
Yep, we're here as patrons.
Even if it is like a metaphor
Tyler,
for stuff.
meet Michael. This
good.
is the annoying coworker I was telling you about.
I was there for your introduction to marshmallow vodka and wine coolers, and I've only worked my way up to annoying coworker. Rude.
Don't worry, she told me exactly how miserable she'd be in this town without you.
It's so good to finally meet you. The Tyler talk goes on 24/7, so I feel like I already know you. So, you here to grab some stuff for the homestead, or?
Yeah, we decided it'd be easiest if we just stayed out there. We'll get it cleaned up faster if we literally cannot escape it.
Hey, I'm all for efficiency. Cannot wait for us to get out of here.
What's that?
There was not enough momentum there to go through that.
Michael is moving to Juneau too. We were thinking of being roommates.
Oh, okay.
Thinking about it? You better not be backing out on me. The only thing that gets me up some mornings is marking one more day off the calendar.
What I will say is, so far, we're 2 hours in, I don't think there's been a single detectable decision made in dialogue, actually. It's been very, very linear so far. That is only one thing I'll point
Don't
out.
worry, she won't. We'll get the house sold, and you guys can move on.
There could be room for you too.
For sure. The more
like an
Ronins, the merrier.
interactive story than a...
I'm studying to be a chef, so you know it'll be good eating. And hey, I only snore during
the
allergy
ring,
season.
yeah, that was the one thing.
And baseball.
How can I say no to that?
You okay?
Dead on my feet, girl. Got up at 4 to fish before work. It's been a day.
Oh, you like to fish?
Yeah, there's this spot called Buzzard Hole I go to at least twice a week. It's like an hour drive, but it's so chill, especially first thing in the morning.
Shut up. I used to go there all the time.
For real?
Yeah.
Hey, well, if you want to go sometime, holler at me. I don't mind sharing.
Cool. Most guys I know get all Smeagol about their fishing spots.
Oh, look at you two. Bonding over the most slow and boring way to kill an animal.
She's just jealous because she couldn't catch a fish, even if she filled the lake with cyanide first.
I'm not... Never mind. Tyler, we better get started with our shopping.
Yeah, I'll be around if you need anything.
Well, hello, Miss Ronan. Did you forget something in the office?
No, just doing some shopping. You remember my brother, Tyler?
Your brother? Oh, right, Tyler. What a pleasant surprise.
Didn't Allison tell you I'd be by today?
Yes, I think she did. I just didn't expect to see such a dapper young man.
So we still live here and
Well,
everything.
I did shower this morning.
Did you just get back into town, or?
And work
More or
here.
less. We've been working out at the old house, but surprise, surprise, after 10 years of sitting empty, it was missing a few things. Hence the supply run.
Ah, right. Well, we'll get you set right up.
I feel like
It
maybe
must be
there's a
nice
little
to
bit
be
of
home.
Allison just wanting to get it done and get Tyler
I'm not sure
moved
nice
on
is
to
the word
somewhere
for
else,
it.
right?
Oh,
Like maybe she's
of
protective
course.
of her small town
I assume being there feels
rep.
complicated.
That's
Living.
one way to describe it.
Wants to get on with her life,
Well,
sort of
don't
thing.
let me keep you any longer.
Put it
I'll
behind
be
her.
here if you need anything.
Oh, hey, is Tessa around today?
The wife's not in at the moment. I'm sure she'll be around later, though.
And that's why she didn't want to go and talk to people, because she doesn't want it like
Okay,
being
so
dug
we
up.
need candles and an all-purpose cleaner.
Plus snacks and drinks.
And maybe not even introducing like her brother to people and having like those kinds of moments happen. She's like still here. She's still living in it, isn't she?
I don't have my phone on me. And you know you could just Google all this later, right?
Are you kidding, Allison? Old fishermen aren't gonna share this kind of juicy intel on the internet.
Fishing spots.
No way. The Trout King is still
Really
here.
awkward camera angle down here. I can't move it. What am I looking at?
That pumpkin's huge.
Fuck.
Fuck. Kingfish.
Tyler, remember the Trout King?
Fuck.
Yeah, I saw it. I thought Tom might have retired him. by
Help
now.
me.
You kidding?
Help
he
me.
never misses a chance to tell customers he won a trout derby.
Please help me.
was a 12-pounder.
I'm so miserable. I'm a miserable fish king.
Thank you, Calfee. Thank you, Python-esque. Thick biddies. Can we talk? No? Hello?
So, what are you thinking snack-wise? Are you a candy?
Inventory, huh?
Yeah. My mind is so numb right now.
Blanked.
Anyway, how's the shopping spree going? Finding everything
We'll
you
never
need?
know if we're a candy or a chip girl now. Unbelievable. We need answers.
I don't know who arranged all the shelves today, but they're a total mess.
Are you coming for me, Ronan? Do I have to remind you of the great spreadsheet disaster of 2014, huh?
We don't talk about that. I just made one tiny function mistake.
Which wound up in the store almost ordering $10,000 worth of tampons.
You really saved my ass when you caught that.
Yep, and you still owe me for it. Anyway, how's your day going?
It was just
See if we can get
kind
some
of
drama
unsettling
out
to
of
go back to
Allison.
the old house after all this time.
How are you feeling?
Still unsettled, but it'll pass.
All right, well, I'll be here if you need me.
This has been great so far.
If we buy ice cream, we can keep it cool in the snow.
Ice cream? In 20-degree weather?
Ice cream in all weather.
Yeah. I think we'll definitely do the next episode next Thursday as well. Simp Junior vibes, yeah. He might be simping for Allison, mightn't he?
Hey, Tyler, candy or chips?
You know I got a sweet tooth, sis.
Candy or chips? Candy or chips? Hey chat, candy or
Yo,
chips?
And ham? How do people eat this?
If you had to pick.
Did 10 years in fireweed make you forget what it was like to be broke?
Sorry, that was shitty. I remember Marianne stretching vegetable stew for a week once.
Canned ham would have tasted amazing by the end of that.
Chips?
I'll take the chips.
Can I also get candies for Tyler though? Nope, I'm selfish.
And I will fly away from here.
Did you write that?
You're sweet, but no. It's from this cheesy movie musical with Idris Elba.
Oh, didn't see it.
You can probably skip it. Unless you're in the mood to drool over Idris Elba for 2 exquisite hours.
I'm more of an Ezra Miller kind of guy.
Can't blame you for that.
Is it from Cats? Because that's the only musical I can think with Idris Elba in.
Let's see. Fresh cut peonies,
Idris.
triple layer chocolate chip cake, toasted marshmallow.
Are you doing a dramatic reading of a fancy-ass cookbook?
Nope, just browsing these fancy ass candles. You only live once.
Oh, I was making a choice. Oh, I wasn't even thinking. I thought I was looking at something. Wait, what did I just pick? It was between candles and what?
Someone got paid to write
Well.
I
this.
should grab some bait for my next fishing trip.
Well,
Michael, you want me to pick up some birch syrup for you?
Is that some roundabout way of asking me to make you two my world famous pancakes?
yes.
Ooh, busted.
Pancakes, please. Yes.
Hey, should we get like 50 cans of peaches just in case the apocalypse hits tonight?
If the apocalypse hits while we're in that drafty old house, we're screwed.
Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I like Idris. What's the best thing Idris has been in? I liked the Luther show. It was pretty great.
That really is one enormous pumpkin.
Luther is a London cop. Pumpkin. Could make a big old pumpkin pie out of that, couldn't we? Mega Master Burger.
Athletic, graceful, and spirited. Sounds like you.
Sorry, I might be movie star handsome, but I can't act for shit.
Casting call.
I should write down their info for after the move.
Another roller derby
something?
reference. I wonder if there'll be a scene at the derby, right? Getting a lot of references that way. Free concert, a Halloween celebration. Wait, what's the date now?
Any drink preferences?
Is it getting close to Halloween? What do we want to drink, guys? Water, soda, or juice? No alcohol, I guess. So, let's say soda.
Grape soda?
Oh yeah, I forgot that was your favorite.
What do we still need to get?
I haven't found the cleaning stuff yet.
Soda. Couldn't you just, put your cup in the lake? Isn't that like essentially mineral water out here? Isn't that delicious?
What do we still need to get?
I haven't found the cleaning stuff yet.
Cleaning.
Can't wait to have a midlife crisis and buy a boat. Maybe sail to the Caribbean.
You know, if Juno doesn't work out, maybe I'll join you. Sailing into the sunset sounds pretty good right now.
Well, you'll be welcome on my ship, the Naughty Boy.
That's it. Boat puns are canceled.
Alright, where's the cleaning stuff? Best joke so far. Ah, here it is.
Any opinion on cleaning products?
Only that using them is an unfortunate way to spend an afternoon.
Alright, do we go with Boomerang? Or do we go with Organic Clean? This is a big choice, guys. This is important. Boomerang all surface, all purpose, or Organic Clean all surface, but not necessarily all purpose. But I guess it's organic, environmentally
Damn, those life
friendly,
jackets are
perhaps.
snazzy. Which one says Tyler Ronan, Man of the High Seas?
I mean, Stars and Stripes is a classic, timeless. But that bright orange one would really bring out my pasty complexion.
You guys say Organic Clean.
Organic's better.
Mm-hmm. Chat agrees.
Okay, I think we're done here.
Tom will ring us up at the counter.
Plates.
10-letter word for culmination.
Allison, I'm waiting. Let's pay for the
That's
groceries.
not 10 letters, Tom.
10-letter word for culmination. Let's see. conclusion?
Will that be all?
Yes. Thank you, Tom. Oh, hi, Tessa. We were just meaning to come talk to you.
Hi, Tessa. Long time no see.
My God, you look like a completely different person.
All right.
It's me. Plus beard.
Pelican.
Yes.
So we were out at the old house today.
Heavens, why would you go there? Surprised it's even still standing.
We found some stuff in Mary Ann's room that took us by surprise.
Oh, really?
We want to ask you some questions about her.
Can we not do this standing in the store whilst can we go somewhere nice?
You're the only person who might have known Mary Ann better than us.
I don't know about that. It's been a decade, kids.
I know, but I need to ask.
What is it?
Did she ever talk about me being a boy?
No. It never came up. I found out much later, just like everybody else.
Mary Ann was obviously concerned. She really didn't confide in you at all?
Your mother was intensely private. She didn't need anyone else, and she made that clear.
But this was about Tyler. She was always willing to ask for help when it came to us.
Not at the end. Look, I have a lot on my plate today. I'm sorry. My advice to you would be to try to move on.
It's not that easy.
Yeah, come on, Tess.
What happened that night? You can't understand something like that, but it was God's plan. That's all we can know. I need to go now. Best of luck to you, truly.
Liar.
What the hell was that?
I told you she wouldn't talk. It's like she's got CIA training.
Something's weird here. It's weird, right?
Yeah, I feel it too. It's like something's on the tip of my tongue.
Time to have a memory or something. What's this stuff, though? Snacks. What are these? Is these raisins and nuts? You guys like chocolate raisins? Oh man, I wish I had a bag of chocolate raisins. Oh, they're beans. Are they coffee beans? Or like kidney beans? What are these like yellow ones?
Dried beans.
Yeah, we're about to
have a memory.
Hey guys, you all done yet?
Yeah, Mom. Can we go outside while you and Tessa play cards?
I'm afraid there's no time for games today, sweetie. Now let's go.
Mary Ann, can you come here?
Sorry, Tessa, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, what's your excuse this time? Emergency repairs for the...
Huh?
Hey guys,
Tessa
you all
being
done
a
yet?
bench.
Yeah, Mom. Can we go outside while you and Tessa play cards?
I'm afraid there's no time for games today, sweetie. Now let's go.
Mary Ann, can you come here?
Sorry, Tessa, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, what's your excuse this time? Emergency repairs for the beaver dam?
Tessa, look.
No, I don't want to hear it. I want to talk to you now. Or do I need to start calling in your debts?
Huh. I'd completely forgotten about that.
I remember it, but not exactly like that. Here, let's see if we can call up my version, okay?
Mom? Can we go outside while you and Tessa play cards?
No, there's no time for games today.
Mary Ann, can we talk?
No, we can't. Just leave the groceries, kids. Let's go.
Don't. Please, let's just talk for a few minutes. Okay?
She's got to be the pelican because she's from the grocery store, and the pelican was all about giving them food to make sure that they had food.
Rashomon, you know? But whatever happened, after that, they walked to the counter, and then Marianne lashed out at Tessa, right?
No. Marianne defended us because Tessa got all preachy.
Which is it going to be?
And so calling up the debts is like your IOU for food. Choose which memory you want to remember. Tessa was angry.
I want to talk to you now. Or do I need to start calling in your... Please, let's just talk for a few minutes.
Which one do we believe?
Your debts.
No, Tessa was. She went all Jack Thompson on her.
Which is it going to be?
I feel like, I don't know, Tessa seems super sketchy to me, so maybe she...
Please, let's just talk for a few minutes. Okay?
Was angry?
I want to talk to you now. Or do I need to start calling in your debts?
Allison untrustworthy up to now. There was a false
I
memory
talk to you now.
with Tyler thinking that it was his foot that was cut on the rake, and it was Allison's, though. In terms of untrustworthy narration. Whereas we feel like... I feel like we were just sketched out by Tessa, so maybe we can...
I want to talk to you now.
Let's do this.
Or do I need to start calling in your debts?
Like maybe she feels guilty for pushing...
those he loves.
Yeah.
You're failing these kids, Marianne.
Judge me all you
And that's why she doesn't want to talk about it.
That hate around my children.
Spew hate?
I'm calling it now. Tessa is the one who gave the leaflet for the camp and was like, that's why she's like, oh no, it never came up. I bet she confided in her, and Tessa's like, send them here, like, get them
I am trying to be your friend. They need a firm, guiding hand, and you...
My God. You actually think you're being a friend right now? Talking about my children that way?
Yes, you might find this hard to believe, but friends aren't just for loans, Marianne.
You really want to get into this? Fine. Let's go to your office. I'll be right back, kids. You stay inside, okay?
A ghost went through us.
What is wrong with you?
That was a cool effect with the music. Oh, did you say that earlier? Nice.
I wish you would have trusted me on this. I really don't think Tessa was being that harsh.
You don't know her. And regardless of who started things, once they were in the office, they both went at it.
What do you think they were arguing about? Me?
Yeah, also Allison has now known this woman for like the last 10 years, right?
The music. But hey, now that we know she was lying to our faces, let's ask her.
She's kind of here, she's present, the memories are more fresh. Tyler's been away for 10 years. This is their first time returning to this town. They probably kind of thought of things a little bit differently whilst they've been away and having the memories. You know, and obviously that I feel like they probably had a more traumatic time. Possibly. We'll see. Wait, are we having a memory? Are we having a memory here? Did they say? Or maybe we're just asking her.
Is there something I
The
can
real
do for
truth
you?
is probably somewhere in between, as ever.
So what are you doing there?
Oh, just inventory.
Guess I'm lucky I had the day off, huh?
Yes, what a lucky coincidence.
Alright. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that.
No, never mind.
Actually mind. I actually do mind.
Is there something I can do for you?
Just backhand her out of nowhere. I would love if that was an option. When are we going to get a story game that's crazy? It just says, backhand Tessa. She's like, tell us what happened! Puts her up against the wall.
Earlier you said Marianne kept everything
Suddenly
to
turns
herself.
into Telltale's
but
Batman.
You two had a big fight a few months before her death, didn't you?
We argued all the time. You'll have to be more specific.
This wasn't about who cheated at Canasta. This was intense. You locked yourselves in the office so we couldn't hear.
I'm sorry. It was a long time ago. Now, I was in the middle of something.
Okay. We'll leave you to it.
Backhand, backhand.
I think she knows more than she's letting on.
Duh. But there's no way to nail her down when we don't even know what we mean.
If we could pinpoint what it was about, she'd be out of excuses.
Sure, but how do we do that? The music was too loud to make out what they were saying.
Marianne and Tessa were obsessed with that song.
Twin powers.
It was on all the time.
What are you thinking?
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Maybe listening to it will trigger something.
You may be onto something here, Ronan.
We can't go back to her with anything half-assed. We should go talk to Tom. Make sure we build as strong of a case as possible.
Detective time.
Okay. Let's see if we can figure out what song it was.
What if it turned out to be the Backstreet Boys and that was where the title came from?
Hey, Tom.
There's something I can help you with?
This might be a weird question, but do you remember the song that Tessa and Marianne used to love? They played it all the time.
How could I forget?
It went, tell me why.
I think she's still got the CD back here. A little worse for the wear, of course. Hold on. Here it is. I was happy when it got put away, to be honest. A bit cheesy for my tastes.
This is it, right?
I think so.
This isn't cheesy.
Whoa. I just got hit with a flood of memories. You seeing what I'm seeing?
I like her hat there.
Should we check this one out?
Check them all out.
You're seeing what I'm seeing, right?
I love that, how it focuses the music in as well.
Mom, stop! That's so embarrassing!
Oh, yeah? Tessa, come join me. I know you love this song.
No, I couldn't possibly. Some of us are actually trying to get work done here.
Forgot how carefree she could be.
Yeah. What the hell happened? You think there's more memories lurking around?
I don't know. Let's see.
The kids keep pestering me for these candies. They're so expensive.
Don't just grab a bag. It's fine.
Pelican.
Oh, no, I can't, Tessa.
It's nothing.
Okay. But write it down in your little notebook.
Okay, okay. Whatever you want.
Yes. And I'll be by on Wednesday to help you close, like I promised.
Tessa acted like she was Marianne's mom sometimes.
I think you mean Tessa was self-righteous and treated Marianne like a charity case.
She was trying to help.
We should see if we can find that notebook she was holding. I know Tessa still keeps a bunch of them in here somewhere.
This is a bop.
What are you doing here?
I thought you needed help with a store.
I needed help 2 hours ago. Have you been drinking?
What? No, I just had a day, okay?
Oh.
I took a pill. I'm fine.
Marianne.
I said I'm fine. Kids, come on, let's go.
Wait, please. I have something for you. Take a look at this when you get home, okay? They can handle this confusion. I've been working with these people for years. They can help.
The truth shall set you
Was Tessa
free.
gave Marianne?
I don't know. I saw it in Marianne's room. It had a creepy vibe, but I didn't think much about it. It was bad, though. Like, maybe conversion therapy bad. I'm sorry.
Whoa. If this is true, I want to know how Marianne felt about it. And we need to hit Tessa with some hard proof.
We need to hit Tessa, full stop.
Tessa? Is it okay if I run a quick Google search? My phone's dead.
Sure, but make it quick. I'm going to need the computer.
Into the search history. Barbara, the elephant in the room. I know y'all don't want to have this conversation, but Lisa has flaked on rehearsals again. She hasn't shown up in weeks. I know we were all moved beyond words by her performance of Danny Boy at Carl's funeral, but what good is a beautiful voice if you can't show up on time every week like everybody else? I think we should start planning the winter gala without her. Thoughts? Hey Tessie, I just got back from work-ation and I found the girls in bed sleeping like happy logs. Adrian said they were riding high when he picked them up from your place today. Apparently you got them to eat care. Please let me know what saint you prayed to pull that off. All morning they've been going on and on about their camping trip with Auntie Tessa and all the schmores they ate and the bugs that they caught. I can't remember the last time that they were both this happy at the same time. Usually it's why can I... Hello? How do I go down? Oh, scroll R. Okay, weird. Usually, what did I get to? Usually it's one happy, the other one crying. I know you're busy with the store and getting ready to be first lady, so thanks for making time for them and sorry about the last minute drop off. The girls say, we love you, Auntie Tessa. P.S. You and Tom should come for dinner sometime. Adrian's been dying to show him the new media room, which will keep him busy while we drink wine in the kitchen. Your favorite little sister, the notorious NIC. Order has been shipped, garlic peeler.
Virtue Seekers Youth Camp. Wait,
that was the one, wasn't it?
Is that what she recommended for Tyler?
Watch Dr. Whitmore's talk, articulating God's design for sexuality.
Let's see how Tessa explains this one away.
10 powerful Christian quotes that will change your life. A parent's guide to preventing same-sex attraction. Virtue Seekers Youth Camp now in 20th year. Admission for 2015 is open. Don't miss out on this opportunity. What if I told you the government owed you $10,000 cash to go to school? This is not a loan. You won't have to pay it back. This is not a scam. Take this seriously and click below to take the 2-minute questionnaire and claim your money. How do I click? How do I click? How do I do it? That sounds too good to be true. Alright, we caught you.
Can I help you, Allison?
Yeah, I'm snooping.
No thanks. I'm good. I'm just looking for something that I forgot.
The Pelican!
What's this doing here?
Yoink. The pious pelican. Well.
2004.
Anything interesting?
June 20, $24 for a meal at the restaurant. Paid off. $11 doll for the kids. This is her IOU. For people. Eric B. Let's see if we're in here. We in here? That was Elijah. Eric.
Oh, got it. Hypothesis.
No show. It looks like Marianne started flaking on her debt in October 2004.
Time in the background.
Before that night. I think we've seen enough.
Yeah, we've got a good sense of what went down.
$50 for gas paid, groceries, new jacket for Allison paid, $21 for medicine paid, $40 for groceries paid, $140 for washing machine repairs, no show, new shoes for kids, check, bounced. No show, no show. Man, maybe it could be money issues. That does send people over the edge a little bit sometimes. Pelicone. What's that in the top right? Let's see. Is there something? This is the diary. Is there something? Do I have an inventory or something? Oh, this is just evidence I've picked up. Oh, okay. I was wondering if I could look at the pelican. Dunno. Oh, in here. There you go. The crafty goblins. The pious pelican. Oh, listen.
The crafty goblins are 2 cunning little thieves who live under the princess's house. They're always getting into mischief, but they have good hearts. The pious pelican is the princess's generous friend. She has a magical beak that is always full of food and never empties.
Which is, as we know, this is the stories that Allison wrote about what was going on around her, right?
What are we waiting for? Let's go talk to Tessa.
Is there something I can do for you?
We're back, with details that should help your memory.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. We were buying groceries, and then you stormed in, threatening to call in debts and demanding that Marianne talk to you. It turned into an argument. So you guys went into the office and blasted that song you used to dance to all the time.
Call in debts? I never. Like I'm some kind of loan shark. When did this supposedly occur?
Well, our memories don't exactly have timestamps.
I can't be expected to take these accusations seriously if you can't even recall basic details.
Oh, God. I was supposed to, remember? Can I open my October, wasn't it? They said October because it was before stuff happened.
October 2004. That was when she stopped trying to pay her debts, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know why. She always found a way to pay before that. But we never argued about money. I was frustrated, but you can't squeeze blood from a stone.
Yeah, we didn't think you guys were arguing about money.
What if she was, like, saving up to help Tyler somehow? You know? Let's go with the camp. Straight in. Bosh.
We know you support the Alliance for Traditional Families, and that you gave her the pamphlet about their camp.
What camp?
Virtue Seekers.
The Virtue Seekers Youth Camp. It was conversion therapy. You told her that Tyler should go there. Look, you've clearly decided I'm Judas, just like Marianne did.
I thought
but
that
I was
sound
trying to
was us
help.
pulling a gun out.
Tyler, she told
That sound
me she'd
effect,
been
holy
struggling with
moly.
you, and I'd heard such good things about that camp.
You told her to send her child to conversion therapy.
Do you know what they do to kids in those places?
I do. Now.
How did Marianne take your helpful suggestion?
Badly. She wanted to let you be whatever perfect little butterfly was in that cocoon. And yes, we argued about it.
So she was cool with who I was?
She was more than that. She loved you. Listen, I don't mean to be rude, but I really do
Did
have
you
a lot
not
on
think
my
that I could have done with hearing that 10 years ago, Tessa? What
Well,
the
get out of your
heck?
way, then. Thanks, Tessa.
Taking liberties.
Can we grab our groceries?
Michael already put them in your trunk.
Okay,
See you.
thanks. Bye, Tom.
See you later.
What are you thinking?
Just trying to wrap my brain around all that.
I can't believe you got Tessa Vecchi to talk about the past. Bravo.
Yeah. Marianne, she had my back.
No,
It
we
really doesn't
did,
change
sis.
much, right?
We did
She was
that
still fucking crazy.
together.
She still tried to kill me. But knowing she was trying to protect me before whatever the hell happened that pushed her over the edge, it feels good, Allison.
Hey, look at me. You are allowed to feel however you are feeling about this.
God, I could use a smoke.
You're speaking my language.
What?
Sorry, I'm just thinking about what this means.
Yeah, me too.
Well, it's a good thing Eddie's expecting us. He knew Marianne pretty well, and he was in charge of her case.
Did he ever mention anything about the investigation to you?
No, I never asked. And I'm sure he thought I was better off not knowing.
Guess that might have made for some awkward dinner conversation.
Exactly. But I mean, he's a good cop. Thorough. I'm sure he's got something.
The moose.
The moose.
You know what else I'll say is this feels very mature. Even though their previous stuff has dealt with heavy subject matter as well, always the dialogue and stuff and the characters, everything was quite youthful. Like the joke with Life is Strange, where everything was like, oh, hella. It was like old people writing kids' dialogue, which was kind of corny and cheesy at times. But this actually feels like a really mature story, like mature storytelling just with its writing, not even to do with the issues that it's presenting. But it feels kind of like a grown-up mystery. The way that the characters talk, you know?
This is kind of bleak.
It's usually more crowded, but the other officers punch out at 6 o'clock sharp.
There's no crime after 6?
In the mean streets of Delos Crossing? Just bears and drunken disorderlies. And Uncle Eddie can usually handle them on his own.
What a hero.
The bears are the drunken disorderlies, baby.
Anyway, he's probably in his office, upstairs.
Beaver. There's a beaver there. Could that be a sign of something?
They still got this creepy mascot, huh?
What? Officer Justin Beaver is not creepy.
Justin Beaver?
He's Delos Crossing's longest serving officer.
To get a little bit of history, like this is the secret lore of everything that's going on. The pelican helps her friends. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, an early winter storm blanketed everything in snow. It was so early in the year that the creatures of the forest were not yet ready for an ordinary winter, much less a bad one, and everyone agreed that the storm was a sign that the Ice King had plans for a long, cold winter. The princess had grown up in a kingdom where it was sunny all year long, and the goblins were very young, so no one in the big wooden house knew how to prepare for such a winter. The house was not well insulated, and they did not have enough fuel or food. Only the pious pelican, Tessa, noticed their plight, and when it came time to fly south with the other birds, her heart was heavy with sadness. What can I do, she thought. I'm a migratory bird, and if I were to stay, who would look after my flock? The time came to go, and the pelican struggled to take flight, as though a laden weight was stuck right in the center of her chest. What can I do, she thought. I'm a migratory bird, and if I were to stay, who would look after my flock? She managed to take off, but only barely, flapping fiercely to catch up with the other birds. As the pious pelican began her journey, the storm picked up, battering her to and fro. She had fallen well behind the flock, and was already growing tired. But for all her challenges in the air, she could tell things were much worse on the ground. A deep freeze had settled over the forest. The laden weight in her chest grew heavier as she thought of the princess and the goblins. What can I do, she thought. I'm a migratory bird, and if I were to stay, who would look after my flock? The storm intensified, and the pelican was in a total whiteout. She knew she would have despaired, but all she could feel was the weight, which had grown and grown until she thought she might drop out of the sky. She felt called to help the princess and the goblins, but she had ignored it. I should have stayed, she thought. It was the right thing to do, and now I am lost with no way to make it right. Suddenly she was... I feel like it's her keeping up with her religion, isn't it? Rather than help. Suddenly she was plucked from the sky and deposited in the hall of the Ice King. Pelican, he said, you were flying in circles around my mountain. I was lost, she said, weighed down by the weight of guilt in my heart. The Ice King stared at her sagely. Is it guilt or is it something else? Open your beak. He reached down inside of her, pulling out a glowing stone. The pious pelican was surprised at how it filled her with warmth, chasing away cold and her doubt. You know what you must do, said the Ice King. The pious pelican flew straight to the big wooden house. Snow had already blown in through its many cracks, and ice crept across the floorboards. She found the princess and the goblins huddled in front of the quiet hearth, nearly frozen solid. No, she cried, and she placed the stone in the princess's lap. The warmth of it spread through the whole of the house, melting all that had frozen. The princess threw her arms around the pelican's chest, and the goblins clung to her legs. Thank you, they cried. You're welcome, said the pelican, smiling in deep satisfaction. What is that? Asked the princess, staring at the wonderful stone. At first I thought it was my guilt, but when the Ice King pulled it out of me, I realized it was something much more powerful. And then the storm broke, the skies cleared, and the pelican filled the big wooden house's larder with food from her beak. And then she took to the skies, lightened by the knowledge that through her charity, everyone in the big wooden house would be warm and fed until spring. And that is the story of how the pious pelican saved the wise princess and the crafty goblins through the long winter. Interesting. What do you guys take from that one? I want to know what she had to give him for. So that was... This is the only other pelican one. So when we, like, meet the character, I think we'll read their stories. And, get that, like, kind of extra bit. Yeah, the Ice King helped. It's going to be really interesting finding out who these characters are. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, there lived a pair of crafty goblins in a cave below a big wooden house. They lived with a wise princess who shared as much food with them as she was able, but it was never quite enough. This left the goblins hungry, very hungry, always hungry. One day, as they were out foraging for food, the pious pelican landed on a rock and dumped a smorgasbord from her beak, which the goblins knew was magic and never emptied. There were king crabs in red, blue, gold, and scarlet, veiny blue shrimp, pink-shelled scallops, oblong brown clams, purple spiny urchins, and even one prickly red sea cucumber. The food just kept coming. They watched as the pelican ate one clam and took a nap.
Do you think she would mind if we took a little? Asked one goblin to the other. Her beak never empty. She won't miss a couple of crabs.
Oh, they used to steal from the store. Because it's the grocery store, is her never empty beak. They agreed, and they crept over and filched some crabs and ran. The goblins scarfed the crabs, but when she finished, they found that they were still hungry.
She won't miss a handful of shrimp,
said one goblin to the other. The goblins scarfed the shrimp, and when they finished, they found that they were still hungry.
Maybe a few scallop,
said one goblin to the other, and they scarfed the scallops. But when they were finished, they found that they were still hungry. So they went back for clams and urchins and finally even the sea cucumber. Finally they were not hungry, but there was also nothing left, and just then the pelican woke up. What happened to my food? She asked. Unable to lie about it, the goblins confessed their crime. The pelican dismayed, but she was a charitable-hearted bird, and she could tell the crafty goblins were growing little creatures.
Goblins,
said the pious pelican,
I will share my food with you, but you must in return follow my example and be as generous with others as I am with you.
Pay it forward. Take that to heart, and I will...
Oh, take that to heart, as my voice, and I will have considered your debt paid.
We have nothing to give,
said the goblins.
You have your nimble hands and your crafty brains and your loving hearts,
said the pelican. The crafty goblins realized how much they had to give, and for the rest of the day they looked for ways to help the other creatures of the forest. They found the stalwart moose struggling with an itchy, hard-to-reach spot on his back, and they climbed up and gave it a good scratching. They helped the old bear who could not get the honey out of a narrow beehive, and they climbed up to the top of a tree with the hive and dropped it, cracking it open. Finally they found the princess crying over a loss she would not speak about. So they wrapped their little arms around her in a great big hug and stayed until she felt better. When they were done, they returned to the pious pelican.
Oh, did it feel good being as generous as I am?
Asked the pelican. Dad, said the goblins.
I'm glad,
said the pelican.
We all have problems we can't solve on our own, but if everyone goes about with generosity in their hearts, there is always someone on hand to help. We must commit to do so, or there may be no one there to help when you need it.
This made sense to the goblins, and they thanked the pious pelican for her food and the lesson. Of course, by the time they were hungry again, and that remained an ongoing problem, until the day Stalwart Moose taught them to fish. So whoever the fisherman is the moose. But that is another story. And that is how the pious pelican forgave the crafty goblins.
Taught them to charities.
Cute! I love these stories. Missing people. Be advised, due to overcrowding issues, patients transferred to Fallon Creek Corrections Center. Kevin Sutton and Dean Becker. A prisoner transfer. I wonder if there is something going on to this. Armory.
Give us the guns.
I'm guessing this
Eddie?
is where they stash all the guns and stuff.
Well, it's not exactly Fort Meade, but yeah.
Are we ready to meet Eddie? Have it confirmed who they are.
You think we could find some files about Marianne in the archives?
Push.
I don't know, but it's off limits anyway.
Maybe Eddie would show us her file?
What's hanging out at the back of their pants here? Been noticing that since the beginning.
Allison, hey. Just finishing up a call. Trying to convince Melinda the Ravens and her garbage aren't police business. Give me a few minutes.
Sure.
Make yourselves a cup of coffee. Here's the key to the break room.
Thanks.
Come back upstairs when you're done, okay?
Adopted dad, adopted dad, adopted
Coffee
dad
sound
that
good?
you never
The
had.
machine is in the break
Oh,
room
sorry.
downstairs.
Uh-huh.
Coffee.
Memory.
I really thought I'd locked those memories in some deep, deep part of my brain.
Same here.
I don't know why I keep trying to open that door. Yeah, I thought it'd be older as well.
Something's in the way.
Did Brown just flat out ignore me?
I didn't notice. But I mean, he's probably feeling awkward since, you know, you didn't take his gift.
Great.
He doesn't know
He's
that.
making it weird.
He doesn't know that we didn't take the gift. Unless you, maybe we messaged him. Maybe we're a little snitch.
You okay?
I'm just feeling a little nauseous. Ooh, that's gotta be a new record.
Days without a bear sighting 4. I'm here.
How is it still warm? You sure you want coffee this late in the day? You'll be up all night.
I don't think I'll sleep much anyways. Too much in my mind.
Those dusty couches won't make it any easier. Hey, you okay?
Coffee. Dude, I'm so impressed by the length of this episode. So many times I've thought it was just going to end. Like, it's been 3.5 hours.
I can't do this. Calm down, Allison. Stick to the plan. Come on, don't freak out on me now. I can't, please, I can't lie. We already lied. It's all gonna be fine, okay?
Uh-oh.
You okay?
Honestly, no. Do you ever regret?
No. No way. Well, maybe once or twice early on, but now, no way. I mean, look where we're at. Look where I'm at.
Uncle Eddie's probably done by now. We should go find him.
Well...
Do you mind if I go inside that room for a second?
You sure?
Wow.
It's the first time I've been in here since.
This music,
that
though.
night. Eddie was so uncomfortable he dropped a vase.
Mysterious.
Here. Have a seat.
All right.
Dude, imagine if we're just a couple of little psychopaths.
Damn it. Sorry.
They kept this?
What?
It's that vase. They glued it back together.
Bunk, ba-dunk, dunk, dunk.
What are you looking at?
This poster. I kept staring at it that night. I was picturing myself in the forest, hunting for goblin treasure. Just wanted to be anywhere but here.
Yeah.
Whoosh.
Huh. What's that back there? No way. Have you been hiding back here all this time?
Tis it. Is it the Ice King? It is the Ice King. Is Eddie the Ice King?
The Ice King is the lord of the whole forest. He is so powerful that no one dares to challenge his commands.
Could be. We haven't read about the Ice King.
So, isn't Brown waiting for us? We should head back to his office.
Ice King story? Should we get some of the Ice King lore? What do we have? Goblins in the cave. Bear's big paws. Moon Hag loses her name. Who's the Moon Hag? I want to meet the Moon Hag. Goblins earn their voice. Goblins irritate the Ice King. There's an ice troll as well. This looks like this is the first Ice King one. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient wood, the crafty goblins were getting into all kinds of trouble. They had woken up in a particularly mischievous mood that day, and there was not a single denizen of the ancient forest who did not manage to pull a prank on. They left a mud pie in the princess's kitchen so that when she dug in, she got a big mouthful of dirt. They used paint to draw silly pictures all over the moose's antlers while he slept. They took the mangy muskrat that They told the mangy muskrat that his coat had been returned to its former glory, which made him very sad, and when he rushed to the water's edge and found he was in fact still mangy. They stole branches from the very old beaver dam in order to have a sword fight and filled the old bear's den with burrs. Burrs? It's a burr. Every time they ran away in a fit of giggles, never stopping to consider whether the jokes had done any harm. They were on their way to fill the pious pelican's beak full of bubbles when they hoisted into the air by their legs. Yeah, this makes sense. Like the police, they play a load of pranks around the town and then the police officer comes, right? Hoisted into the air by their legs, they thrashed and shouted, and they found themselves staring into the face of the Ice King. All morning I've been hearing complaints about you two. They're just pranks, said the goblins. No one been hurt. Oh no, asked the Ice King. He forced them to see how each of their victims of the pranks was doing. The princess had a stomachache from swallowing the mud. The moose's antlers itched terribly when the paint had touched them. The muskrat was crying, sad at being reminded what his vanity had cost him. The very old beaver's den was flooded, and the old bear was trying to get the burrs out of his fur. Oh, they're the prickly little seeds, the spiky things from plants. Ah. Finding most of them hopelessly tangled. For your punishment, said the Ice King, you must help each of them undo the harm that you caused. If you do a good enough job of this, there will be no further punishment. If you do not, you will have to give me your noses so that you can no longer stick them into other people's business. Now the goblins liked their noses right where they were in the middle of their faces, so they set about making things right. They baked a real pie for the princess and brewed her a tea that would settle her stomach. They scrubbed the moose's antlers clean and covered them in a soothing mud. They sat by the river with the muskrat, listening as he talked in great detail about his old coat. And then they did their best to point out all the things that were still handsome about him, like his proud whiskers and his sparkling eyes. They let the very old beaver rest while they repaired all the damage done to her den. Finally, they removed every burr from the old bear's fur, even the ones that were hopelessly tangled. In the end, they came before the Ice King to see if they had done enough. The Ice King surveyed the forest and found that everyone seemed to be back to normal. What did you learn? Asked the Ice King.
That the pranks can make people feel bad, said the goblins, and the Ice King smiled and nodded.
Yes, actions have consequences. In case you forget, I'm going to leave you with a reminder. Whenever one of your pranks is going to hurt someone, you're going to feel a little pit in your stomach. That will be your punishment and your warning. So every time after that the goblins set out to do pranks that went a little too far, they felt a little pit in their stomachs, and they were forced to consider whether it was the right thing to do. And that is how the goblins irritated the Ice King. It's totally the cop, isn't it? It's got to be. Another memory. Thought the mum wrote the stories. So the mum used the stories as well. It was confusing. I know where you're getting that from. Like, they sort of... They said something about that, and then also it was Allison's idea, the book. But they did say, didn't they, that they used the goblin stories to get the kids to do anything.
Why did you separate us? Is Ollie okay?
Ollie's just fine, honey. They're all in the other room having cocoa. Everything's gonna be okay.
Anyone else gonna have some cocoa after this? Because I am.
I need to ask you a few questions now. Come with me.
I think I've got some mint cocoa. Little mint drink. A big old snoop. And get into their emails as well. Or didn't it say you could log in with anyone's? Right? Let's go see.
Hey, sorry that took so long. Sometimes these old folks want us to come out just because they're lonely.
No worries, Uncle. Hey, you remember this guy?
Of course. Tyler Ronan. The prodigal son returns.
Yep.
Look at you.
Orc.
I didn't even recognize you at first.
Heard that a lot today, Chief Brown.
Chief Brown. No need for that kind of formality, not with family.
Huh.
How you finding Delos Crossing? Change much?
Same dump, different year.
Well, we're no Juno, but lots of folks feel at home here. It's gotta be good to be back with your sister, huh?
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Look, Eddie, we aren't here just to say hi. We found something in Marianne's room. Things aren't really adding up anymore, and we've got questions.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what was she worried about something?
Did she mention anything about us that might have been worrying her? About Tyler in particular?
No. She dealt with those kind of worries all on her own. Kept the rest of us at arm's length.
I see.
I will tell you one thing, though. Your mom. Never knew her to hate anyone for being unconventional. Usually, it's the other way around.
Wait.
Did she mention anything about us that might have been worrying her? About Tyler in particular?
I just clicked the same thing.
No. She dealt with those kind of worries all on her own. Kept the rest of us at arm's
Got a
length.
strange feeling of deja vu.
I see.
I will tell you one thing, though. Your mom. Never knew her to hate anyone for...
I just wanted to
being
hear him
unconventional.
slap his belt again. That was some nice ASMR, belt ASMR
Usually.
there, the little dink. That's all.
It's the other way around.
Alright, what were the last days like?
Did anyone mention anything about her behavior in the days leading up to that day? Anything at all?
No. Everyone I talked to said it took them by surprise.
Did you see her at all? Like, in those last few days?
No. I hadn't seen her for weeks. Maybe a month before.
Okay. Seems like we only get like 2 questions with everyone.
Thanks, Uncle Eddie.
If you want my advice, nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
Uncle Eddie.
There's always a choice, son. I know sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but there is.
Can we take a look at her file? Maybe we'd see something you didn't.
Her file?
Her case file, or police file, whatever you call it. You keep those pretty much forever, right?
We do, but I can't just pull it out right here, right now. There are procedures.
But you're the chief.
Which makes it even more important that I follow procedures.
Look, Chief Brown, are you gonna help us? Or are you gonna be a cop about
Tyler!
this?
No, it's fine. Tyler, I know you resent me, but fireweed was the best deal I could get you.
I'm not mad about fireweed, but I may be a little salty you kept my sister away for 7 fucking years.
Yeah.
That's what this is about? Look, that was the court's recommendation. They're the experts. I just went along.
Yeah, sure you did.
Trust me, son. We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense, but we couldn't be sure.
I can't believe this.
Look, we couldn't be sure, okay? I was trying to protect you both.
So you still not sure?
What?
You still think keeping us apart was the right call?
She was traumatized.
We needed each other to heal, and you took that away from us.
So why didn't you let your sister visit when you turned 18
Uncle,
then, huh?
please. Let's move on.
She's never gonna tell you how much that hurt her, but it did.
That was about me. It wasn't about her. Allison gets that, and 3 years is nothing compared to 7. Right, Allie?
What do you think? Was being kept apart wrong, or did Eddie do what he thought was best, guys? Eddie or wrong? Eddie or wrong? What do you think? Oh, this is a tough one. I mean, I feel like Eddie seems like his heart's in the right place, and from the story, the Ice King seemed like a pretty decent guy. But I also feel like being kept apart probably was wrong, especially for twins. I feel like... Oh, it's tough. I feel like we want Eddie on side, honestly, and also maybe to like keep Tyler in check a little bit. He seems to be going off the deep end just slightly. And if Tyler refused when we wanted to visit after 7 years... Eddie. Let's go with Eddie.
Eddie was just doing his best to protect me. To protect his family.
I thought I was your family.
You are. 7 years apart didn't change that. 10 years apart didn't either. But Eddie's family too. Look, we've all fucked up. We've all hurt each other. But isn't that what family's for? Can't we just move on?
Sounds like the right call. Times like this, I wonder who raised who.
We're gonna stay the night at the old house. We better get going.
You want to grab a bite first? It's on me. Don't want to send you out there with empty stomachs.
I would not turn that down. Okay, let's go.
Tyler. Let's go, Tyler. Let's go get some pancakes, Tyler. He's totally coming back and breaking in to get stuff. Flashback Cuddy.
Stop!
Allison! Allison! Manhunter.
Jeez.
Please, Mom. I'm sorry I cut my hair. I won't do it again.
I'm going to kill you!
No. Please. Please. Mom. Mom, please. No, don't do this.
Do it.
Allison. This isn't...
What?
If they didn't find the body, she's still alive, dude. 100%. If there's no body, she's still alive. Come on, falling into the water and drifting away if they never found her.
Killed her. Allison, we need to call for help. I killed her. No, you didn't. I killed her. And when they come, that's what we're gonna tell them. No, no. Yes, We look out for each other. That's what goblins do.
Stop.
And brothers and sisters. It's gonna be okay.
That's probably why she doesn't want to dig it up. She's trying to move on.
It's gonna be okay.
Big. It's gotta be it, yeah. Until next week's episode. Tell me why. Dude, this was so good. This was so much better than I thought it was gonna be. I like me some story games. This is already, honestly, more promising than Life is Strange. I loved this. This was an incredible first episode. Length was great, pacing was great, mysteries being presented was great. I cannot wait over the next couple of weeks to play episode 2 and 3 of this. Oh, here we go. Tyler and Allison. Allison was disappointed that Tyler didn't accept the peace offering. Oh my god, 79% of people who have played this so far accepted the ring. 12% refused the ring. 9% threw the ring in the water. Wow. Wow. We're dramatic, apparently. Allison was delighted to solve the princess's riddle with her brother. 78% solved the puzzle, 22% busted the door open. I'm surprised that many people were just like, nah, kick the door in. Tyler felt unrecognized by Allison's lack of trust at the store. Ooh, look at that. 55% chose Tyler's memory, 45% chose Allison's. That's a real split. Tyler sensed a rift between him and Allison when she sided with Eddie. Only 26% sided with Eddie. We are on the other side of the playthrough to most people here. 74% went with Tyler. Sam Kansky. Tyler earned Sam's respect. 53% called him out. 47% didn't call him out. Wow. Tessa opened up. 42% learned the truth. 29% didn't get an answer, and 29% antagonized her. Wow, that is a high percentage. Actually, less people learned the truth when you put the other two together. Only 42%. And everyone else didn't actually get the truth from her. Ugh. We got the answers, though. We're a good detective team. Eddie felt validated by Allison's family plea when she sided with him at the station. 26% sided with Eddie, 74% sided with Tyler. I think it was the right thing to do, and then we go out for pancakes and food together and he pays for it. Like, that's a good thing for all of us. For us, for Eddie, for Tyler. I should say for Allison, for Tyler, for Eddie, actually, shouldn't I? Because we're both characters. Right? I think that's the right way to go, rather than, you know, make Eddie feel like poop. Tyler will come around. Do we get a tease? Do we get a next week? Yes, we do.
So what now?
Well, he's obviously not going to give us the truth. So I say we go get it ourselves.
Wait, you're not seriously thinking of breaking and entering a police archive?
Go big or go home.
We could have guessed that was what was going to happen, couldn't we? Hey you, before you hit the next video, why not give me a thumbs up and let me know that you would like to see another part of this one. It really does help. Leave me a comment as well. Thursday, we'll be having a live stream of episode 2 at twitch.tv/madmorph. So if you aren't already following me over there, go follow me up. Join my Discord to get notifications and announcements, discord.gg/madmorph. I would appreciate it. Would love to have you. If you're a sub, you can come in the chat rooms and hang out. I think you're enjoying it if you've made it this far into the video. If you're hearing my voice right now, then I don't really need to convince you anymore, do I? So I'll just say have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.